guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Farscape. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 6 of season 2 of Farscape. And you know what? This show is like, I don't want to say it's like a guilty pleasure, but it is really the one thing that I look forward to every week because I can't even fathom where we're going to go, what we're going to do, who we're going to see, what the basis of the story of the week will be. And I have to say that, like, I love the weird, quirky stuff. You know, Crackers Don't Matter definitely had a lot of weird and quirky stuff in it, but it was very dark. And, like, they mixed those things very, very well. And then in the last episode, it was just emotional turmoil and, like, just... I didn't know where it was going from one minute to the next. And I have to say that, like, it took me by surprise, especially in the beginning, because I was just like, what's going on? What's happening? And then I was like, oh, it's Pilot. I was like, that's not Pilot. Oh my God, they're killing her. And, you know, it like kind of cements even deeper, like how much I dislike Crace, but how much I dislike peacekeepers in general. And not in a sense of like, I wish them all the worst, but like just the whole strategy of it all, right? It's so emotionalist and like just blank and devoid. And like, it's like how Crackers Don't Matter. It's like just saltine crackers, you know, like that's all I can think of is just like how like peacekeepers are just so regimented and strict and how boring that is and how awful that is. And for Erin to have found love and not really understand what that means, but also like she fell in love with a person, but she also loved being in a prowler. Like she had things that made her feel alive. And that's what she was craving, was to feel alive, because Erin is different. And she could be so much more. We know this. And I just get so frustrated with the peacekeeper mindset, and I get frustrated with military mindsets, period. So, you know, if you've watched Battlestar Galactica, I'm just like, you're driving me crazy. And I know that, like, you know, there's those things exist for a reason. But then, you know, I see someone like John who's emotionally open, and I just know how wonderful that is. And a little secret, because I didn't really talk about it much while it was new, but obviously I'm getting married, I'm engaged, and sorry. Every time I talk about John and how wonderful he is and that he's so emotionally open and he's such a good person and like he always tries to do the right thing by other people and is always meeting things with concern instead of judgment, you know, unless it's Chiana, who is his little sister. But like, you know, like this person that I was introduced to, I just fell so in love with because he reminds me so much of my fiance. So hi, Drew. I don't know if I'll probably show him. I don't know. There's some stuff that he watches with me and he'll watch the edits with me. And then there's other stuff where I'm just like, skip ahead to the goods part, you know? And so I don't, but I feel like I have my own John Crichton. And, you know, like I love those things about John, and, you know, to see him be so emotionally supportive of Erin and kind of like still ask her, you know, like, so you loved him, and, you know, we said the same thing. And you loved him. So yes, she probably does love John. What does that mean? We don't really know. She doesn't even really know. You know, she could just like really, you know, love who he is to her and the relationship that they have. And maybe it's never anything more. And I have to be okay with that. But I really love that he supports Erin and that he fought for her every step of the way. And, you know, he was like, hey, what is this video? And like, you've been on Moya before, like you were here when Pilot was put aboard Moya, and just the evolution of Erin's character since then, you know, but like I just really love the John and Erin relationship. I don't even know what to call it. The one relationship that still like skeezes me out is him and Chiana, because it's a very flirty, like, I think my brother's kind of cute thing. And my little sister wears uncomfortable outfits in front of me. Like it's a weird, cause like, I don't know if it's brotherly. I don't know if that's the correct way to say that. Second cousins? I don't know. Fourth cousins, please, people, branch out further. But, you know, like those relationships are very interesting to me. But seeing Chiana get upset with Rigel about Rigel showing Pilot the recording and her saying, like, you just were trying to use it to, you know, have something to help you along in the future. Great call on her part on that. You know, her complaining about like, this is just the most awful ship. And you guys are just not running things correctly. It's such a little sister brat attitude. I just want to be like, with a pie. You know, not like hit her. No, I don't condone that, but I'm just saying. So, you know, we saw a lot of people react differently to it, you know, especially Zan. It's so funny how she started out being one of my favorite characters because I really recognize myself and her empathy. But like her judgment of being just like, how could you do that to Pilot? And Aaron being like, you cut off his arm. Like, what are we talking about right now? Like, you know, the hypocrisy is thick here. You know, in Zan, like, you know, like really like trying to help Aaron with her swords and her cuts and just injuries. And it was just like, really? That's how we're going to behave? So like Zan's been fairly disappointing to me a little bit. But again, it's her character going through something and, you know, starting out that super empathetic character and then seeing what she has gone through and then what she went through in the last season. And she's kind of still dealing with living where she is outwardly emotional rather than trying to really tamper it down, because I think that is actually what is making it all come up sometimes, is that she's always trying to be like kind of zen and live peacefully and meditate. And, you know, when you're denying yourself the feelings that are deep down in there, like it's only hurting you. So I can kind of understand it, but it's still frustrating to me for for Zan. Like I need a heavy Zan episode where it's just like her turmoil, whatever it is that she's going through, you know, like seeing the deeper parts of it. Like I need a heavy Zan episode for me to get over that. Dargo is being very supportive of Aaron as well. Like, and I think like we've seen their relationship evolve over time as well into something that is a very trusting partnership. You know, like he wasn't happy about what he saw, but like he still didn't want her to go anywhere. And now we have Pilot, who's kind of reintegrating with the ship, kind of becoming one again with Moya, but in a more natural way, which leaves us kind of susceptible because him being bonded to her the way that he was, you know, he was really connected, which was not good for him and it was not good for her when she woke up. You know, it was like a violation almost. So I think the gradual bonding that they will have over time is a good thing, and he won't be in pain, but also, you know, it leaves us susceptible to people being able to chase us and we can't starburst. And, you know, there's very limited control that Pilot has. But the other thing that I think with Pilot is kind of learning that he wasn't ready for prime time. So knowing that he is a pilot on a Leviathan and the elders were like, nah, not you. One, I think he was desperate. We know he's desperate to get to the stars, but he was desperate to prove himself. And I think now that he knows that he can do it, that there's a little bit more confidence there. And it was really interesting to hear, I'm like thinking his name was Davoric. I know I was pronouncing it completely wrong through like the entire episode. And then I was like, people are going to eat me alive for that one. But like him speaking like Pilot's native tongue and then hearing that like what Pilot said was like what we heard and what it was were two different things. And I already know Pilot, he's a big brain, but like just really like knowing more about Pilot's species, because they just call him Pilot. Everyone's just Pilot. Is his like planet Pilot? Like the elders decided that he couldn't pilot, so like are they pilots? Like I've said Pilot a lot. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to getting into more of these characters. And, you know, I guess Rigel, whatever. Again, he's consistent. So at least he's always him. So there we go. So guys, I'm excited to get into this episode again. I don't know what to expect, but I'm sure it's going to be a good one. So let's go.
There's no rush. Browse all you like.
What is this? Is it like art?
I don't care much for room decorations. I prefer to decorate myself. Like this, for instance.
Synthetic common stone.
Oh, I just noticed Rigel was there.
If you like it, what difference does it make?
If it's not worth anything, I don't like it.
So young and yet so mercenary.
No, it reminds me of the Collector from the Marvel Universe.
Resembles you, don't you think?
Not really.
Look at this.
Hynerian royal tiara from the Neltarth era.
Authentic.
Rigel's not going to try to steal this, is he?
It's a cheap copy, and I should know. I gave them to all my wives.
Oh, boy.
Put it back and we can all get out of here.
What's your rush? Is there anything remotely exciting happening back on Moya?
Minding you two on a
Why is she so drawn to that?
You should have that tiara as a keepsake of your homeworld.
A fake keepsake? I'll give you a single food cube for it.
We're low on food cubes and you gave one away for that.
It's a good enough copy to fool the next trader we run across.
Fine.
Oh, Jesus. Of course that's why.
Well, Tiana, are you done?
Guess so.
Don't go empty-handed. I want to give you this.
No. You can't get something for nothing.
Now that's a better image, don't you think?
You just work on that? I didn't see you do it.
It's like an Etch-a-Sketch. Shake it up.
That's my favorite necklace. I lost that half a cycle ago.
Now you can enjoy that once more.
How is he doing this?
You're just giving it to me.
Well, you haven't been given much in your life, have you? Take it.
Whoa.
Perhaps it'll help you get a better understanding of the true value of art.
Which is what?
Well, in this case, it's a window on time.
What? Again, you don't get something for nothing. That's going to be a problem. Really interesting. What's going to go on with this picture?
Hey!
Oh, how did he get the necklace?
I've been looking for that forever.
Oh. That's not good. What is going on with her leg? Throw it out into space. Wait, don't do that. If you throw it out into space, would Tiana then end up in space? I'm telling you, you don't get something for nothing, and definitely this isn't good.
Pilot, did you assign a DRD to look for Tiana's lost necklace?
Yes, some time ago.
At her
Oh.
request.
Well,
Oh, finally
there we
found
have
it.
Coincidence, bad luck, maybe a bit of power of suggestion thrown in.
Yeah, except it did change.
It did. It did.
I'd like to run some tests on that portrait if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't mind. What if you screw it up somehow?
I'm not going to harm it.
I'm not sorry. It's staying here. I mean, I want to see.
Calm
what's gonna show me
down.
next.
Sam, how about if you take like a tiny little chip off someplace where it doesn't show?
Better than nothing.
But it's mine. I don't see why I should let her.
Tip! She just fixed your damn leg.
Yep. Grow up, girl. Come on.
Very little piece.
Or just take it to wherever Zan wants to inspect it and just watch her do it.
Genuine. Not
Oh.
possible.
Oh, I'm surprised you're using my possessions without my consent, Rigel.
Me too.
Especially after what I did to you the last time.
Oh boy.
Let go! I'll replace what I've used. This tiara is authentic.
Is it? Or are you guys just seeing what you want to see?
Silly old woman had no idea what she had. Pilot, reverse course. Find that traitor woman's ship.
Boy has better things to do than search for Kylan's vessel.
Agreed.
We have a chance to turn a tidy profit here. Have you any idea what this is worth?
We are not returning to that ship, Rigel.
I'll take this up with the others.
I'm sure that they will support you.
Isn't this something? Wonder what it'll show me next.
Suppose
I
it's
don't know.
not just predicting events, but actually causing.
That's what I'm saying.
Then why not just believe it's what the old woman says it is? A window into time.
Assuming all that is true, do you really want to know what the future holds?
I don't. It's too much.
Come on, Dargo. Don't you want to know if you're ever going to find your son?
No.
Ow.
If it's bad news, then I don't lose all hope.
What might keep you from spending your whole life searching for something that's never going to happen?
If I don't try, it will definitely never happen. Now, I want you to get rid of that.
Same, but I don't know what to do with it.
I think you're just being a superstitious Luxon.
I am being a concerned Luxon.
But you really care about what happens to me?
Mildly, maybe.
I'm glad you do.
Okay, didn't see this coming.
I do care about you. That's why I want you to start being sensible and get rid of that.
Oh, okay, so I'm not being sensible now.
No, you're not.
Well, I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but I'm keeping it. I need to rest now. Alone.
Oh, well, I do want to know what it's doing, though, and how it's doing it.
We should have steered clear of Kaivin's ship.
And as usual, we have
Agreed.
Rigel and Gianna to thank for that. There isn't a single flying junk dealer in the uncharted territories that they'd pass up.
They went antiquing.
I say we lock all of Moya's doors. That way we get no alien critters and no freaky deaky artifacts.
I get
If
that,
I had my
but
way, I'd
no.
throw Rigel off the ship. Gianna
Yeah.
too, maybe.
Huh? Rigel I can sort of understand, but Gianna?
She gets us into nearly as much trouble as Rigel does.
Yeah.
That's not
but
true.
She means well, sometimes.
That's not the point.
What is the point?
They're
You know, even
troublemakers.
Rigel has his moments once in a while.
Once in a great while. On balance, we'd probably be better off without them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about Zan? You want to throw her off the ship?
Possibly.
Dargo?
No.
Me?
Don't make it personal.
Pilot. Let's get rid of Pilot. That'd be good. Then you can have the whole ship to yourself.
Is that an offer?
Let's start with this room, see how it goes.
I get it, though. Like, saying you want to get rid of anyone isn't very kind. Oh. She's
Zan.
getting closer to the truth, I'm sure.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. Is everything okay?
No, it isn't.
Well, you want to tell me?
Yeah, you want to tell us a little bit more?
How can I tell you what I don't know? Every test I try finds nothing unusual in.
Look, don't worry about it, okay? You know, painting probably never changed. It's all in her mind.
No, John.
Oh,
Believe me, this is not in Gianna's mind. She's in danger.
okay. I'm glad Zan thinks so.
Soon there may come a time when I need you and everyone to do exactly as I say, quickly and without question.
Okay.
Do you have enough faith in me to obey?
Last season, maybe.
Okay. Whatever you're doing, taking a flyer, playing a hunch, I'm in. Can't speak for the others, but when the time comes for you to make your move, I'll back you up.
Thank you, John.
I love John. I really do. I don't know if I would.
I want you to bring me Gianna's portrait. I want to destroy it.
Oh.
One portrait coming up.
Gianna's not gonna be happy about that. Oh, so it's changing things. Oh, is that like her in flames?
I'm gonna die, Aaron. The butcher told me.
Told you what?
It changed again. This time it shows her on fire.
This is a load of drag. Gianna, you're fine. You don't even feel hot.
I'm burning up!
Okay, so she is taking whatever this painting says as like the truth.
She's in the cargo bay with Dargo and Aaron.
Go, I'll see what I can do here.
Right?
Can we smash it? Are you gonna be okay looking at it, Zan? It's not gonna do it to you, right?
Put me in there.
In the freezer, Gianna. Listen to me. It's all in your head.
It is.
How long could Gianna last in there?
Indefinitely, if I raise the temperature and maintain airflow.
Do it!
Don't tell me you're...
Let her think it's working as a freezer.
If you cater to her fears, you'll make them worse.
I believe Erin's right in this whole scenario. I mean, not maybe throwing them off the ship, but it's in her head. She will make it worse if you just cater to her. Am I getting a little more insight into Zan? Oh my god, it's like she's in there. Oh my god. It looks like the painting.
Pilot, what's going on in there?
I don't know. Nothing should be combustible. The door controls aren't responding.
Stand back!
Gianna!
What just happened? Maybe it's not in her head. I mean, unless it's affecting all of them. Crispy girl? Her hair?
Chiana.
Yeah.
She's gone, Pilot.
He raised the temperature. Dang it. Like, is she now stuck in the painting, maybe?
She died that way. Then why couldn't you save her? You had warning. You could have done something.
At least we tried.
I always want to give him one of these.
Which is more than I can say for you.
Yep.
Where were you when she died? Sleeping? Eating?
Stealing.
Zan, how do we dispose of this piece of junk?
Fire would be a fitting end.
But, like, how do we... You can't tell me Chiana's actually dead. We're not going to do that to a character that we were just introduced to.
No malfunction of Moya's caused that fire, nor was it an error of control on my part.
All right, I'm not blaming you, Pilot, but something had to cause it.
Knock it
Yeah,
off.
she's trying to reason with it, though.
It's not your fault.
Who said it was?
Well, you're grilling Pilot looking for a reason. You're not the reason.
No, I'm not. Why would I be?
You wanted her off the ship.
I never said I wanted her dead, Craig.
Fine.
It's fair.
Now, are you always gonna do this?
Do what?
Keep the entire world at a distance. Keep everybody away. Is that ever gonna change?
Are we having this conversation now?
Crichton,
Yes, Dargo.
come to the center chamber. We have a problem.
I guess not, because Dargo. Oh, wait, no! Is that Dargo?
It can't be the same one. We burned it up.
It appears unfinished.
How about we don't wait around for it to develop?
I
Yeah, well,
agree.
can you smash it? Yes,
It repaired itself once, it may do so again.
probably.
Pilot, where's the nearest access shaft? I want to get this thing as far away from Moira as I can.
Tier 3, Harmon side.
Zan, you cool with that?
Yes, get rid of it.
I'm gonna go and find the trader and get some answers. Pilot, is my prowler ready?
No, it's still undergoing maintenance.
Take my module.
How inconvenient.
Bucket of dren.
She's gonna take the module? Can it still go invisible? There's gotta be a reason why Aaron's prowler is under maintenance and we can't take it. Oh, Rigel.
Don't shoot! It's me!
Reason enough to pull the trigger. What are you doing here?
Don't you think that I have a score to settle with this Kyvan?
Score to settle or a profit to make?
Profit
Can't
to
I
make.
accomplish both at once? Chiana was given a dangerous product. Kyvan therefore owes us restitution.
Chiana's dead and all you're concerned about is getting compensation.
Punitive damages. That's what Chiana would have wanted.
I don't
she
think
was
so.
quite a lot like me, you know. She had spirit, ambition. She would have made an excellent Hynerian.
Oh,
I'm actually going to miss her.
I actually believe him when he says that.
One way or another, Kyvan will make restitution.
I believe her when she says that. No.
If this is my fate, I will accept it.
No, we're not accepting anything.
That's what he's doing. His arms are down. He's accepting it.
What the hell is that supposed to be?
It signifies a quilted blade.
Do we have one of those?
Zan, take this, lock it away in the farthest chair you can find.
Obviously, this doesn't work when we do that. We put Chiana in a freezer and she burnt to death.
We get you into a big open space, as far away from any pointy objects as possible.
John,
There's a pointy object right behind him. The Prowler.
whatever happens, it's been a pleasure to know you.
Dargo. Shut up! Have you never heard of a self-fulfilling prophecy?
I knew it. I know they're not all going to die, but I want to know what's happening.
Anybody? Please?
How do we get out of here? Oh, this is trippy. Oh, is it? I don't know where we are, actually. Are they in the crystal thing?
Dargo!
You're alive.
How do we get to her?
Where are we?
I think we're in the portrait.
But we keep destroying it. How is that possible? I mean, how does it keep reappearing? I don't know.
We gotta get him back. He cannot just vanish, Zan.
We don't get mad at her.
He may not even be dead. Either way, we gotta know. What?
Who's on it? John or Zan?
I'm next.
Oh. He's going to be shocked.
Come on, Zan. This magical mystery crap is your specialty, not mine. You just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Yelling at her will help. It really will.
But I don't know anything!
Well, that's unfortunate for you, isn't it? Because if you had something to tell me, I'd have a reason not to shoot you. But since you're not telling me anything...
I had no choice. I was forced to create that portrait.
By whom?
He made me do it.
Who?
I didn't want to. He threatened me.
Scorpius?
Aldous.
Maldus! Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a hot second.
Can't be Maldus. We destroyed him.
Apparently not.
We only dispersed him. I knew he'd coalesce again someday.
Okay, Zan, so what do we do?
Yeah, Sam, what do we do? Don't go into your meditation hole.
Zan just bugged out on us. Praying or catatonic, I don't know.
I'll leave straight away.
I think she's thinking. She's deep thinking.
Stay there. We need all the information we can get.
Right.
Maldus, of all people.
We beat Maldus before. We can do it again. Don't go chicken on me here.
Oh!
I speak to you via the bond of unity we shared.
Okay.
Now is the time to trust me. I have a plan. You must focus Maldus's attention on you. Ignore what I say next. Maldus cannot be defeated.
That is the best way. That is the best way to have a conversation.
Zan, we can beat him.
All we could do is surrender. Shorten our pain.
Well, I'm not giving up.
I am.
I asked for a Zan-heavy episode, and look what I got. Oh, you strategic boss-ass bitch. Ha ha! Okay. Seeing Zan broken into pieces.
Oh.
Yeah,
that first step.
Yeah.
Dargo.
No, wait, don't come through.
Oh. Whoa.
What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell?
Where the hell did you go?
I haven't moved. It's these archways. They lead elsewhere.
Yeah, trippy. I love Farscape. I really do.
Maldus! Come on, you old bastard. Show me your ugly face.
Let's see ya, Ugo.
Supervillain's handbook. This is where you're supposed to twirl your mustache and gloat.
Oh, there he is.
How you doing, old man?
I like his
Kinda
attitude.
pale. You get enough sun?
Irreverent as ever.
What's it like being dispersed?
Less than pleasant. I sustained myself by concentrating on revenge.
Oh, that's never good for the stomach.
Revenge away.
Please.
Distract him, John. Let Zan do her plan.
I'm saving my revenge for one who deserves it. How Uzan?
And here I was thinking we both kicked your ass last time.
No,
You
she
did.
kicked my ass and saved yours. Why do you think that I took you and your two friends first?
Because you were lonely.
Because I wanted Zan to see her shipmates die.
You helped Zan come up with a plan. She's more motivated than ever to beat you. It's all an act. Our girl's got a plan.
Have you forgotten? Fear makes me stronger. Fear and the terror of helplessness. These are a few of my favorite things.
Oh, could you do that farewell goodbye song the kids sing? It's one of my favorites.
I don't do requests!
I don't do requests.
You're convinced that Zan will pull some Delvian fast one and save the day.
She will.
Johnny O, your mind to me is an open book, full of big print and lots of pictures.
Oh, rude.
Then read this. Kissed. I'm betting on her, not you.
I really wish he would have finished that sentence. I know he did.
You might not be afraid, but she is, and that's why I'll destroy her. Excuse me while I remind her how much I care.
Oh, I can't wait for this. Her acting afraid, her essentially giving her life.
So much for that plan. Any more bets?
I'm so ready for her to whoop his ass again.
You're here? Oh, Frau.
Yeah.
Who's the ugly old man?
His name is Maldus. He's your basic evil vampire.
He sucks the life force out of people.
He just plain sucks. Listen up, everybody. This Joker feeds on fear, so we're gonna stay calm.
Zan's not listening to you, John.
We keep our cool.
This is part of her plan. It has to be.
Picture, if you will, me standing on your home planet.
You stay the hell away from Earth.
Everyone has a panic button just waiting to be pushed. Even the Luxan. Your son, Jothi.
Oh, leave him alone.
I can't wait to run across him.
Yeah, it's more anger than fear.
You don't scare me. You're all mouth. Bigger the talk, smaller the action.
Little girl, I'll show you action. And this is it. I leave, you don't. This realm dissolves and you with it. Except, of course, for your essence, your life force, whatever you like to call it. I call it la 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 la. Time for choir practice, priest?
Moses, please. I beg you.
I rather like this performance with Maldus this time around.
Officer Sun, priority message from Zan.
What is it, pilot?
Kill Kyvan and get out of there fast.
Acknowledged.
Oh, okay. No second guessing. Love that for us.
How did you know all that would happen?
Yeah.
And you shot Kyvan anyway?
Guidance said I should follow Zan's instructions without question.
Did he? Well, he didn't bother to tell me.
Of course not. When have you ever followed instructions?
Exactly.
Was that your doing? It won't help you.
Oh, yeah, well, look at her.
So am I.
Ah! Come on, Zan, kick his ass. So good. Oh.
Go! Hurry!
Go where? Oh, wait, we opened it up to the ship. So she was waiting for him to do that. And that was the thing. That was the cue. When the DRD saw it open, Pilot sent the message to Aaron. Aaron destroyed blah, 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 blah. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. People be falling on top of each other in this ship all the time. John would never leave her. Blue butt first.
Home sweet home.
Oh God. How do we fight him? Oh, nice! The Prowler, the Prowler, the Prowler. Look at our team. 2 wins us, 0 wins Maldus.
That was your plan?
Yes. Like it?
Well, what's not to like?
Best not ponder questions like these. They'll only make your head hurt.
Forget about it. Sit back and enjoy the happy ending.
What happy ending? My priceless Hynerian tiara is gone. Vanished. Just like Kyvan and her shit.
It's because it wasn't
We
real.
can't have everything, Raj.
I can't have anything.
Remember when you said you were gonna miss her?
So what do you think, Zan? Is that sumbitch gone for good this time?
With a being like Maldus, we can never be entirely certain.
That's very true. Stay vigilant.
This would have been a really good opportunity to lie to me, you know?
Sure, John. He's toast. Strike him off your Christmas list. Stick a fork in him. He's done. He's over. The fat lady is singing. It does not have to be true, Zan.
But I certainly would have slept better.
He's not coming back today.
Now, I know you couldn't tell me the truth about your plan. Maldus would have picked it out of my brain. But you had us all fooled with that scared Nellie routine.
Not me.
My fear wasn't an act, John.
You're really that scared?
I've never been more scared in my life.
And she did it anyway. Another wonderful episode. Okay. Ask and ye shall receive. I have a habit of doing that where I'm like, you know what I really want? It's a heavy Zan episode. And it's because it hasn't happened. So it's like, it's turn. And, Zan has definitely grown from the first time that she met Maldus and until now. And, where I'm kind of like, I'm so irritated by this hard shell that she's had. She's feisty and she's angry and she's mean to people and she's judgmental. But she's also like, I think a little bit more confident, especially, even though she had fear, the thing about fear is that when you're so afraid to do something, you should do it anyway. And I've kind of lived by that motto. Like and this is the biggest thing that I could tell you is that I was just like, I don't know how to make a reaction channel. What do I know about cameras and microphones and filming and like, how do I get this and how do I do that? And like fear could keep you from ever starting a task. And anytime something scared me or I was afraid of it, I pushed even further. And that's the thing with Zan is that like she still had that fear, yet she did it anyway. And she was successful. And, she had all these people to back her up. And like, I don't know if I would have been like John, where it's just like, yeah, I've got your back. But like her being able to make that connection with him and like be able to speak with him without Maldus being able to like be in on it. Fantastic. I love that like the pilot Aaron connection and the John Zan connection are like actual things. And, even like a little bit with Chiana and Rigel, like him saying like, I'm going to miss her. I really believe him. The thing is that when Rigel actually openly expresses himself in that way, I do believe that it is true because normally he's behind this farce of just like, I'm a Hynerian and like, I don't do this and that, and blah, blah, blah. But like when he is actually sincere or like when he says something and it's from the heart, it really is. Wherever the Hynerians keep their heart. I'm like, I don't know, it could be on your knees. Okay. So Aaron being like, oh, we could like get rid of Rigel, we could get rid of Chiana, we could even get rid of Zan, maybe even Dargo. I think she wasn't saying necessarily that she wouldn't want them around, but a lot of these things that happen upon them wouldn't be a thing. And here's the thing, it's probably true, but how boring would the show be? All of Chiana and Rigel's hijinks is what normally brings us like, weird freaking episodes like this and brings back Maldus of all people. I was like, what, Scorpius? And it's like Maldus. I was like, Maldus? What the hell? Yeah. So I like Chiana and Rigel hijinks and I love her flirting with, and I get like there's only so many people to flirt with on the entire ship. And, she started with the most human one that I would be like drawn to. But, Dargo is equally like this beautiful heart and soul, and he was there for her. And I love them having that interaction. The flirtsy part of it, I know that that's just kind of Chiana and the way she operates and the way she talks. Like she doesn't do that with Rigel, but like she also calls him Froggy and she has pet names for him. So it's like, it is a way that she shows that she cares, but it's not the way I communicate. So it's me going like, so what does she actually mean by that? Does she like want to get down or is she just like, hey, I'm lonely, hug me? I don't know. But, that was an interesting interaction with Dargo and I knew that they weren't going to die per se, but I didn't know if it was just something that was in Chiana's head. 'Twas not. And I wasn't sure if it was like a virus that was on this picture. And like the only thing that I kept kind of coming back to was like, it's obviously magic, but I don't know how we explain this. Like it's not obvious to me. And as soon as they said Maldus, I was like, well, yeah, mystic magic, whatever that John kind of has a hard time wrapping his brain around sometimes. Yeah, I love that shit. Give me more. I want 14 of them. So anyway, a very Farscape episode, very, very Farscape episode. I love it. And I thought we were gonna get the conversation with Aaron and John when John's just like, why do you keep people at a distance? And like, you need to stop doing that. And like, I feel like that conversation might happen into season 4. But like the fact that like he's getting frustrated with that in the middle of like everything else that's going on is like, it's definitely something that's on his mind, and it came right to the forefront. And, you know, I mean, I don't know if the Prowler needed to stay in Moya so then they could shoot Maldus, but I know his ship doesn't have any guns. So very convenient that it had maintenance going on. I want to say that like I was like, what is Aaron going to do with John's ship going to Kyvan? But like Zan had such a wonderful plan, and it took me a hot second to figure out that like she waited for Maldus to open up the portal for the DRDs to tell Pilot to tell Aaron to destroy Kyvan, which was all constructed by Maldus to begin with. And it was just like one thing after another. And I was just like, Zan is so good at strategy, especially when it deals with magic. Like, just, I'm so happy we got a Zan episode, because I've been needing something more with her than her just being, you know, angry and pissy all the time, or just trying to like tell people like, don't do that. Like, and I thought that was what was going to happen with the painting. She is the mom of the group, but like it kind of does get old when the mom is always just poo-pooing people. And I thought that that's what we were getting again. And that is not what happened. And it was fantastic. I really enjoyed this episode. This was a Farscape episode. So good. So good. But guys, if you want to watch full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon, and one episode early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Do all of them right now. I'm judging you if you don't. I don't know. It helps the channel. It helps people watch Farscape reactions, because not a lot of people know that people are doing Farscape reactions. So far, mine, I think, are doing really, really well for Farscape, but I would like more people to watch them. You can help me with that. But like, really, like, did you suspect Maldus at the beginning of this? Because I know I sure didn't. I was like, who, Grace? In my head, and then I was like, no, not Grace. It's definitely Scorpius. I was like, Maldus? Oh. All the villains' names end with an S. Scorpius, Grace, Maldus, Trixies. What was Trix? Taltrix?
No, it's Traltix.
Trail mix. I don't know. Anyway, trying to make something happen. It wasn't happening there. But I really, really enjoyed this episode. It was definitely a trip. Like I said, the greatest thing about Farscape is that I never know what the hell's coming, and couldn't guess any of that. And I can't wait to like just think about it randomly tomorrow after letting it digest. I might even have like a weird dream. Sometimes when I watch this show, it does inception into my dreams a little bit. Not that I'm even dreaming about the characters or the worlds, but something about when we watch this always kind of gets somewhere in the back of my mind a little bit. And I'll like just have a random setting where I'm just like, this isn't my parents' house. I was supposed to be at my parents' house. And it's like, you know, it'll probably be Maldus's painting. So super dope. Really loved this episode. I can't wait for more. So guys, come back here for the next one. In the meantime, I'll see ya.